Correction continues. Is there any relief in NIFTY index? Let's know in today's FMTA for the 21st of December 2024.
Welcome to Unfolding the Secrets of Elliot Wave Theory through today's financial market technical analysis and updates about weather and monsoon in India and around the globe.
FMTA for the 21st of December 2024. Hello all and welcome to another session of FMTA. Today is the 21st of December 2024. We are going to discuss what happened in this week, and what will happen in the upcoming week. So let's discuss it. And yes, I would like to share all the possibilities now, as we are seeing that there were some good bearish candles and the bears were quite active. So we did see a lot of selling in the market and gap down movements. And let's understand where we are and what went wrong and what's going to happen further. So I'm going to discuss with you about this particular count. So I did make a count of 1, 2 and 3. Now this is the Nifty 50 Index India daily chart. So I'm in the daily time span. I will be going in the hourly soon, but let's first focus on this as I zoomed out. You can see we are still waiting for the finish of the third wave. Is this the part of some third wave is what we are going to check. And also we did see that we were hoping that we will see a motive movement or an impulsive movement and the trend might change, but that did not happen. And we had our channels and tools in place to know whether it's going to be a third wave or we are going to see something else. So just a minute. So here we are in the hourly time span now, and let me just quickly take care of this. We can see how the prices moved in this channel back. I did share that the prices should not go beyond this channel or enter this channel, but they did, and it was a proper bearish candle. And then we can see how we saw gap downs. Over here also we have a small gap down. Yes, the gaps do get covered later, but right now it seems like we are in a corrective zone. So why I do not always share that, we might see a 2,000, 3,000 point correction, because we see a lot of panic selling in the market and it's not a very good way to do analysis. So as we are going weekly and weekly, we are just seeing how with time, things change and how the tools will help us in keeping our investments safe and also knowing the trend of the market. So step by step is how we should go to do analysis. Now, as I am taking care of the third year, it's no longer a third wave. So what is it? So a very good question here for everyone. So just going to take care of this particular line. Now it was supposed to be a double zigzag of the correction, but no, it's no longer a double zigzag. It's a 5-wave downtrend impulsive A wave of a larger motive wave. So going to show you, this is one in the downtrend. This is the first one. Then this is the second wave. That's the third wave. And that's the fourth. So let me just, I think this is better. It's a pattern right there. So that's the third wave, and then we have the fifth. That's the fifth wave. So these are the 5 waves of A. So I'm going to just name it. That's A right there. This is the A wave. Then we have this as a B wave. Now always in Elliot wave, the A waves of the correction are motive in nature, that is they have their own 5 waves, and the B wave is a 3-wave movement. So here we are with the ABC of the B, of a larger B. And then what comes next is a C. So we are going to discuss what will be the level of C here as it's just moving towards it. Now, of course, the C is also a very impulsive wave, and we will get 5 waves of the C also. And we can see here how this became some kind of 1 and 2 of the C. Now, of course, we'll keep a count of it. This is a very third wave movement. You can see how sharp it is with gap downs. And yes, what are the levels? Well, we can see the first level here. It looks like 22,900 somewhere. But this will be my first support, the low of this. Let me just zoom. So the low of this particular candle will be my first support. So that's 23,274. That's the first level that I am seeing. This is the spot Nifty. And then the second level looks like 22,900. So when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about 600 to 700 points downside. So it can be more because, you know, the wave analysis gives us how we can count the target of the downside of the C wave. So there are ways to get a count of the level. So I'm going to zoom out quickly, going in daily just to see if there is anything else which can give me a support here. So the purple is the larger channel. Now it did break that larger channel. We can see here the prices are beyond that. And then is there any other way or any other level that we can look for? Is this blue, which I discussed with you. And then we do have this green trend line, but it's quite down. So I'm just going to go ahead and clone it. So when I clone it, I will be keeping it on this particular point. So that's a pattern. So this is another level that we are looking for. So we might get another support which is quite better than the blue one. So the support will be 23,300. That's the place. Now I can see that the 5 waves of the C are not getting over when prices touch 23,300. So not very great support, but looks like it might go ahead and make a 22,900 something. So these are the levels for the Nifty. And if I go ahead and zoom out, we can see how we have this particular uptrend. Now I'm just going to make a count of this, not exactly primary, but internal of a primary. So we'll be using a different color. So let me take a maroon color. Now that's 1, 2, somewhere here 3, 4, and then we have the 5. So 5 wave movement. So now, as per what I feel, this can be a first wave, internal first wave. So I'm just going to use Roman numbers here. I'm sorry, something just got clicked here. So using a text tool, using 1, then we have the 2. So that's the 2. Now, of course, this looks like the end of 3. And then we have the 4. So we are waiting, we are yet in the 4th correction of a larger uptrend. So that's the 4. Now, where will the 4 end is something that I already discussed. I discussed the level, so we are going to be moderate with it. So 22,900 is the level which I would like to discuss. Not going further more. Yes, if the levels do break and if the prices go beyond this, we know where it's heading to. But let's not be so negative. And if the prices move above this particular purple line, that is, if we get 23,800 or we see some positive movement on Monday or Tuesday, we might see the gaps getting covered, but it should sustain the upside. And then we can always come back with another report on it. First things first, it seems like it might do a retest and it might continue the downside. So we are seeing correction, more correction in the Nifty 50 for now. And then let's see about the Bse Sensex. So that's the Bse Sensex. Well, I have already so many trend lines here, and we can see how, I've just taken care of the levels of it. So the next level I would like to discuss is the brown channel here, that is 74,745. Now that's quite around 3,500 points of downside in the Bse Sensex. So correction is something that I'm seeing. Now first support will be 76,846, and then you will see the next one. So yes, if you want something positive, the prices should go above this trend lines and this blue channel. But right now it does not seem to be doing it. And also the global markets are quite negative. So Dow has shown quite a big correction. So look at that. It did break this particular trend line, and then it's heading for this blue one. So the level is 41,609. It did try, it's a good green candle, but looks like it did take resistance of this particular line, and it moved or closed below it. So 42,840 is something that I'm seeing, and the next level is 41,650 somewhere. Well, I would not say that it should break that particular support. Yes, we'll be keeping an update and we'll be discussing in the next week if something like this happens. So Dow corrective, and let's look at Hangsang. So Hangsang is very sideways, taking support of this channel again. The level around is 19,608 is the support. It did close at 19,720 with an indecisive candle. Does not look very positive either. Well, if the prices go above this particular line, then we might see something, but looks like, it's struggling to do so. So again, sideways to little bit upside to again, maybe it will do a retest. So not very great state of Hangsang. So global markets don't seem to be very positive. We are seeing corrections in the global market also. So yes, we do have a weak sentiment for the Nifty 50. So we might see some more correction. And well, I did share with you how we can understand if things might change. Right now, everything is correct. So one more aspect, that is the currency aspect, is something I would like to discuss. So let me just share with you. Just a minute. It's taking some time. So this is the USD against INR. Well, I did remove the INR against USD because the levels are too low. It's at all-time low, and some error is there, and it's not showing very great patterns in there, not able to locate patterns because of the gap downs and gap ups. Some error, I think, in the chart, but so I'm using USD against INR. So we can see this channel and prices did take resistance. Well, it did not close above that, and we did see a good red candle. So, well, will it provide support to the Nifty 50 index? It looks like, provided it should not cross this channel again. So if the prices stay in pressure for the USD against INR and does not make any more new high, and just goes ahead with the 84.74, we might see Nifty taking support at the lower channels, not very big size, I would say 23,100, 200 levels, and 22,900 levels. It will take support. So this might be something supportive for the Nifty 50 index to recover from the corrective. So that's USD against INR. Right now it's at 84.94, made a all-time high on the 19th of December with 85.149. That's quite a massive upside. So did cover the gap, but let's see. So USD against INR providing little support, and then we have the gold. I'm sorry, everything's getting updated here. So quickly going to take care of it. Well, just a minute. So here goes the gold, and you can see how something positive happened yesterday, that is on the 20th. Gold did recover a little bit, but too volatile, and anything positive we can wait for? Well, it's beyond this particular channel and did close above it, but not very great bullish candle. We still want to see some more move. So whether this can be some kind of pattern, it looks like it might be. I'm seeing that the gold and the Nifty 50 index are going hand in hand. So let's see what happens on the Monday. So prices, if we want something positive, prices should go beyond this. So I'll go in hourly. Let's see if we have something to wait for. Well, this is the hourly of the ICE. I would rather do a hourly of the MCX. This is the gold future for ICE. So right now trading at 2,645 levels. And well, is there something which would give a positive gold? Well, I do see something here. Look at this. Something positive, and we can see how there is a slight upside to it. After that, 5-6 candles on the go, and well, prices should not come inside this particular channel again. Not a very great sign if they do. So that would be the support, 2,616 for the ICE. Now let's go ahead with the MCX gold, because that's more important for India. So we have the level 76,432 prices in the channel. Well, I did make a channel here we are in the hourly gold futures MCX. Well, I used this as the first point and this as the second point and just dragged this particular trend line and got a channel out of it. Price is taking resistance, did not cross over and go above this, but moving in this channel again. So we want positive gold, it needs to close above this. At least, it should close above 76,990. Right now, not a very great candle here, indecisive ones and taking resistance of this channel. What will happen? Well, if it takes resistance, it might go till 75,836 levels. So we want something positive. We need gold to open in a very positive note on Monday and Tuesday. So gold did recover in the evening hours because IC gold of USA was positive. So we did see some recovery in the gold, which I already discussed in the previous session, that we might see some recovery because prices don't go one way. So that's the gold futures. And yes, things are not very great. We have to still wait for a motive movement and prices to change the trend of the correction. Sometimes it's easier to know the corrections, but when things have to change, we have to catch it prior hand. So that's the reason why we have to go step by step so that we do not miss out on any positive movements in the market. So that's it for today. So stay safe and of course keep your investment safe, maintain your stop losses, and that's how you can be safer in such volatile market. And that's it for today. This is Vaishali Sheth signing off. Thank you.
Kindly like, share and subscribe. Learn technical analysis and get specialized in wave analysis today and be your own fund manager. Why to rely on others when you yourself are aware of how to do your financial investments? Get your commodity currency and annual monsoon report. Also, we offer career counseling programs with assessment from class 8 to up till your graduation. So thank you all and see you in the next session of FMTA.